SUN969, good morning. You're here with Loz and I'm joined in the studio. Rod, we're going to talk all things motorsports.
We certainly are. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good. Nice and refreshed.
I should probably start this by this is MotorMouth, all thanks to P&V Panel Works, ThinkWater, JetCore and Motorsports NT.
That's it?
Yeah. See, I'm getting there.
We're getting there. No, well done.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So how was the weekend?
Oh, look, absolutely full on, mate. Absolutely full on. Of course, we finally got motorsport happening in the centre after our long-awaited return after all the water and all that sort of thing.
All of the rain.
All of the rain, yes. And I mean, it's amazing, like out at the Speedway, the amount of moisture that is still so deep in the track just made the track really tricky conditions to race on. But hey, that's just Speedway. But of course, it all started off with the Alice Springs Off-Road Race Club and the Alice Springs Motorcycle Club holding their big twin event down there, 40 k's down the Old South Road. Of course, it was the NT titles for the Off-Road Club, and the other one was the Technical Drilling Services Desert Enduro for the Motorcycle Club. And what a great event. Unfortunately, I didn't get down there because I was at Speedway, but the guys were saying, look, it was just so good. The two clubs come together, everything works so well, and all the competitors absolutely loved the idea of it. So well done. Big tick there for both the clubs, and a huge thank you, of course, to the sponsors that made the event happen. And for the Off-Road Club, it was Todd River Pastoral Company and KC Auto Electrics, and for the Motorcycle Club, Technical Drilling Services. And we must say well done to all the committees, the volunteers and all the officials for a great event. It was absolutely awesome. Great to see.
That is so good. I'm so glad that motorsports in the NT has kicked, well, in Central Australia essentially after the rain has kicked back off.
That's exactly it. And I mean, for the two clubs to come together, this is what we've always wanted to do, is get the clubs working together harmoniously. And you've got, canteens working well, you've got competitors working well, you've got the officials, all sharing each other's times and all that sort of thing. So a great event, and well done to the clubs, and I think it's the first of many to come, that's for sure. Of course, the two clubs always shared the 12-hour Enduro, which is always a big weekend in August, but this is the first time they've ever done this one, and this format as well. So well done to the guys there. Of course, from there we went to the KFC Runga Park Speedway on Saturday night. Of course, the Smimac Foods Burnout competition, and a huge thank you to Larry Pinner Supermarkets for sponsoring the event as well. Again, haven't got all the results, but a great night was had. Very tricky track conditions. From a competitor myself, I know that it probably wasn't the greatest racing, because really you had to really drive the whole track to find out where you could get drive, where the car sat nicely and all that sort of thing. Hey, look, I mean, our two sprint cars put on an awesome show, because turns 1 and 2, the track was just that soft underneath. It was just continually moving, and of course, where you come into the corner, you expect the car to sit there and just power on and all that sort of thing. It was rocking and rolling. There was plenty of airtime with the sprint cars, and also the sedan side of things. But all in all, look, it was a great event. Again, well done to the committee for struggling through. Garth done a great job in putting the best track that he could down with what we had, and of course to all the volunteers and officials. Once again, we were short a few volunteers on the night, but again, because there was so much happening on the weekend, it was so hard to get all the positions filled. But a great night. And then of course Sunday morning we went out to the go-karts, and again the EPG Solutions Alice Springs Karting Club had a great run. I'll just read this little bit here from Mark. Alice Springs Kart Club has run and won on a gorgeous autumn day. A few drivers still missing, but decent numbers across the classes. Midgets got off to a sensational start, followed by the rookies, with Jazzy Little, Bella Beaton and Madison Nightingale all in the ladies class. Junior Light saw Jackson Little get a reality check from both Darcy Weggett and Bella Pedersen, who has benefited from a new kart this season. Junior heavy guns Kelsey Howe and Lucas Weggett turned their luck around after some bad luck in the opening round. The KT powered karts were thrown in together, with which resulted in some great racing, with smiles all round and plenty of action. In the 125s, the usual suspects shone all day in their last hit out before the Alice Springs titles this Sunday, so we'll cover that shortly. So get on down and support the best little motorsport in Central Australia. Well done, Mark, and thank you for that. So yeah, once again, a great event happening out there at the karts. And then of course, to finish the weekend off, we had the Central Australian Rally Sport Club, who had the wheel alignment centre Carna Cross. In the results there, juniors, second was Taylor Anderson, and first was Jasmine Meekings. In the production class, third was Lincoln Meekings, second was Tracy Meekings, so that's son and mother, and first was Johan Klott. Two-wheel drive rally, third was Mitch Lawson, second was Deborah McCormack, and first was Chris McCormack. All-wheel drive, third was Hayden Pittman, second Joe Harris, and first was Scott Anderson. And outright, third Joe Harris, second Chris McCormack, and first place went to Scotty Anderson in the SDA Plumbing Evo. So well done to Scotty. Yeah, so it was a great weekend of motorsport. Absolutely loved it. Everyone was so happy to get back on the track.
That is awesome. And do we have a just as busy weekend coming up, or is it a bit more relaxed? What have we got happening this weekend?
A little bit more casual this weekend, thank goodness. Of course, we've got the drags happening on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. It's a come and try, so there's roll racing, drag racing, and the Burnout Boys as well, if they're interested in getting out there and having a bit of fun. And then on Sunday, it's the EPG Solutions Go-Kart Club, running the Alice Springs title, sponsored by Territory Towing and Transport. So again, action from 10 o'clock on Sunday at the go-kart. So a little bit more relaxed this weekend.
Lovely.
One event Saturday, one event Sunday. Love it when it happens like that.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like we had a good weekend, and we're going to have a great weekend coming up.
Yes.
Thanks for having a chat with me today.
Absolutely. Have a good day.